Hey y'all. So I'm back once again. This is probably like the most I've uploaded in forever. But I like doing story time. So yes, I'm back at it with another story time for y'all. Um I just been thinking about crazy stuff that's happened in my life and I keep getting ideas, so I'm like, why not share it with you guys? So this story time is going to be the first time I saw somebody, and the only time so far, hopefully. Did I saw somebody get shot? And when I say like I saw it, like I was right there. Um, ever since I swear I've seen the craziest stuff since I've been in college. Like I saw crazy stuff in high school, middle school, all of that, and I mean I seen crazy stuff too because where I'm from, it's not the easiest place to live or whatever. But I've always heard and then seen stuff on the news that's happened where I'm from, but I've never really had to deal with it personally. So this was a little scary. And then the fact that I saw this, it wasn't even where I was from. Like we was in a whole different city. I'm not gonna put the city out there and stuff, but once again, I'm not gonna use names. I'm gonna use initials. But yeah, I gotta tell y'all this. So I was with it was me, my best friend B, my other best friend T, and one of my other best friends D. Me, B, and D grew up together. Middle school, high school, now college. I met T in college, but me and T got real close. Um, when we first started, like when we first met. Me, T, and B were all roommates at one point in time too. So, we close. Um, D is a dude, just so y'all know, and T and B are girls. Okay, so who don't go to college parties? When was this? I think this was my sophomore year. Yeah, it was my sophomore year, and there was this party. Okay, just to give y'all a little backstory to this, the party that we was going to was a Q party. If y'all know what Qs are, it's basically a fraternity, black fraternity. I mean, anybody could join, but mainly black African Americans are Qs. So we was cool with a lot of Qs actually, and B, one of her cousin is a Q. Her cousin wasn't at this party particular, but we met a lot of Qs through him. So we was cool with the dudes, and they was telling us, like, oh, y'all should come to our party, support it or whatever, because I think this was their first time. Well, the Qs that we knew, I guess this was their line, one of their first time throwing like a legit party, like at a building, because most of the time I guess they had like house parties, and these dudes went to a different college than we did. Their college is probably like an hour away from ours, but they was always in our city because our like kappas and alphas and stuff, like we have like step shows and stuff, so they come up to our city or whatever, and sometimes we went to their city, but not all the time. But I had friends that went to the college that they went to, so sometimes we visit. And when I tell y'all we saw them all the time, Like they used to come over our crib and hang out. We used to go over their crib and hang out. And it was like a couple of the dudes weren't Qs, but they was like best friends with them and stuff. And one of their best friends lived in the city that we lived in. So, we used to go over his house, chill, all of that. So, they told us about the party. Cool. And then, we was like, alright, we'll show up for y'all, support y'all. Cool. So did we drink that night? I don't think we probably drank like a little bit, but we weren't. None of us were 21 yet, so we really didn't drink too much. I don't think. But yeah, so we get to the place. First of all, it was hard getting there. Very difficult. The GPS was sending us in circles and stuff, but they roads was real dumb. Like that's why it was hard for us to figure out how to get there. But we finally got there, and it was real weird, y'all, cause we kind of got there not like super early, but cause when we got there, it was people there. Like it was people there, but we probably got there like around 11:30. A lot of people didn't get there till like 12, but it's cool because we didn't have to stand in line. But we got there, we was sitting there, and then T had cause one of the Qs had liked T. She didn't really like him like that, but they was our friends, so I was texting one of the Qs too. So one of the T had texted one of the Qs, basically told them, we there, whatever. Are y'all here? They was like, nah, we ain't there yet, but y'all can go ahead and go in. We was like, okay. So we was gonna go in anyway, but we was just letting them know that we had made it up. Oh, so we get ready, we go in there. The party was lit. Like when we first got there, it wasn't that many people there. I ain't gonna lie. We was like, man, like this party probably not finna be what cracking, bruh. The party was lit. Everybody was there. Like everybody was like, all of the fraternities was strolling and stuff. They was chilling and whatever. And then like all of the frats, they different. Like the Sigma's more like, I don't really know how to describe a Sigma. Like, cause the Kappas are supposed to be smooth, which some of them are, but not all of them. The Alphas are like the apes technically, but they pretty cool too. And the Qs are dogs. They crazy. Every Q I know is crazy. And then the Sigmas, they cool. Like, one of my best friends is a Sigma, but they don't act extra. I don't really know how to explain it. But I kind of like Qs more. My dad's a Q. One of my cousins is a Q. B's dad was a Q. Her cousin is a Q. Like, it's, yeah. The only person I really know, like, personally cool that's in a different fraternity that I knew before college was my best friend. And he's a Sigma now. So, But those like the four, like the area that I'm in, them like the four. We got a few IOTAs, but not that many. But those like the four main fraternities that we have. So they was strolling, doing whatever. There was a lot of people there. Everybody was like, I hate going to parties when girls just be standing there. Girl, you better pay. Like, you just paid to get up in here. Some of them parties, well, they'll be like, if you get here before 11:30, it might be free or $5. Or, like, if you get there before midnight, like, after 11:30, it's 10 till 12:30. They be, like, trying to tax and stuff. And then most girls be like, y'all paying freaking $15, $10, $15, sometimes $20, unless you know somebody to get in for free or whatever. Y'all paying all this money and y'all just standing there. And then like the place we went to was clutch, cause if you took your school ID in, first of all, you get in a little cheaper, and if you got your ID too. And matter of fact, I was 21. I lied. I was 21. Cause they gave us wrist slits or whatever, and we could get drinks from the bar. Cause it was 18 and up, of course. So that's how they determined everybody. And T wasn't 21 yet. But me, I don't think D was neither. But me and B was. So of course we're gonna share our drinks with them. And but yeah, it was the party, like it was a bar, so we got to get drinks, like it was so clutch. So it was hype, everybody dancing, da da da. And then like it really wasn't, it got packed, like it really wasn't no room to do nothing after a while. So we get ready to go, and I guess like during the party, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that these two dudes was getting into it because I guess like one of the dudes had danced with the other dude girl. But my thing is, dudes don't dance on girls. Girls dance on dudes. Unless a dude do all that hip rolling stuff and they on you on the girl on the floor and he on top of her. Dudes don't dance on girls. Girls dance on dudes. So I'm like, okay, he's shitty or whatever, I guess, about that. So I guess they was getting into it, and then the party was over anyway. So they was like, all right, everybody get out, da da da. So B was driving. So we on our way to her car. We all sitting in the car. So then the Q's had parked next to us because they ended up pulling up like when we was getting ready to go in. I meant to tell y'all that they pulled up when we was getting ready to go in, but they ended up leaving because they had to go pick somebody up. So two of them had drove, so their car had just like one of the Q's, his car was still parked next to us, and he got in the car with his bruh, and then they went and got whoever. So we went to our car, and they was getting in their car too. So all of a sudden, like, we turned around, because, okay, B was driving, I was in the passenger seat, T was sitting behind B, and D was sitting behind me. So all of a sudden, we in the car or whatever, and we heard a whole bunch of, like, dudes just arguing. So we look or whatever, and they was just about to fight and stuff, and then all we saw, I should say, that dude was like, pop, pop, pop. Like, he shot that dude like at least 3 or 4 times. And when I tell y'all, I saw him fall, like dead weight fall. I never seen nothing like that before. It was so scary, and it happened so fast. So, you know, of course my instinct was to get down because he could have just started shooting anywhere. But it was just like, it happened so fast. And when he shot him, the dude fell. Bro, why they ran up to him, shot him again, and then stomped him in the face. And I was like, so after that, that's when we got down. But it seemed like the events were long, but on the real, like, we saw it happen, but we did get down in a good amount of time. So I'm like, B, start the car, go, or whatever, because there was nobody in front of her. I mean, it was somebody parked in front of her, but the Q's, they saw it too, but we actually, like, I think they saw the dude get shot, but they had already had their car started. Dude, bro, they went, because there was nobody parked in front of them. They pulled off, they was gone. And then I looked up, I was like, dang, I was like, B, start your car, let's go. And she was like, well, I can't. She was so nervous or whatever. She was like, well, I can't go. I'm like, girl, you better back up and go around. I'm like, you know, the Q's, they done left already. So she back up, we go, she, you know, went the way they did. Y'all, it was so many people. Like I said, it was packed in the party. So imagine how the parking lot was. Everybody walking and stuff, screaming. It was crazy. So then we drive behind them, but they was already gone, but we was still going, you know, cars cutting in front of us. Like, we was just trying to go, because we didn't know where the dude had went that had the gun. He could have just, like I said, spazzed out. I need my life. So, you know, we trying to get out, and then T, she was like, I'm about to call 911 or whatever, because she was like, ain't nobody else gonna do it or whatever. And, you know, that's true, because I took sociology class, and, you know, they basically did a poll on if you seen somebody was in help, would you help or whatever. And most, like, the statistics, I guess, say that most people won't help just because they're afraid that somebody know and somebody might come after them, or like they feel like that's not their business, so they'll keep going. Like, that's real, for real. But it's all about you, I guess. Like, I'd help somebody in a situation, but I feel like personally it does depend on what it is. That situation, I would have called 911 too. And it was just so sad, like, seeing that. And then it's like, everybody has a family. Like, I don't even want to know how his family felt at when they heard that over a girl. Like, that was crazy. So, we finally got out the parking lot. But when we was driving to get out, T called 911. She basically told them what happened. We had the address because we needed the because we used the GPS. So she, told them what happened. And they was like, well, can I have your name? And she was like, no, I want to remain anonymous or whatever. Because, they going to put that crap on the news. I'm like, yeah, bruh, I would have stayed anonymous too. Like, I'm not trying to deal. Like, and then people would have been after her, probably whoever tried to hurt them. You never know. People crazy. So she was like, I want to remain anonymous. Woo woo, all that happened. So then after that, she was like, I feel better now that I called. She was like, but that's still crazy. I'm like, yeah, G. I was like, I've never seen nothing like that before. None of us have. Like, it was really crazy. And me, D, and T was like, we not from the best area. We scared. Like, that was scary for us, for me. And I was like, yeah. Because that was all of our first time ever seeing him. And then we didn't know if the dude had got killed, like if he died or not. But, the police was coming, ambulance was coming or whatever. And after that, we went over to Q's house. We talked about that. They didn't really know what triggered it too. But I think that they said something about, they was fighting over the girl. Because I think that's how we found out. Because we didn't know beforehand. Because I didn't see no arguing at the party or nothing. So, yeah, we went to their house, chilled for like an hour or so. And then we just went back to our city, like back to our dorms and stuff. But to this day, I don't know if the dude survived or not, because that's not our city. So, but usually, like, because most of the area I'm in, it's a lot of schools that's like probably 35 minutes to an hour and a half away. Like, it's a lot of schools close to each other. So usually when something happened at one school, they tell alert all the schools. But after that incident, like, I don't know if he alive. I don't know if he like dead. I don't know if he got injured. Well, of course he got injured, but I don't know if they paralyzed him and none of that. But I was just like, oh my god, like, it was crazy. So yeah, that happened, and we haven't heard anything since. So me and my friends was talking about it, and we was like, well, I guess he survived, because they probably would have said, a student or a kid at da-da-da school was shot and killed, whatever night it was. We ain't hear nothing about it, so we don't know what happened. But yes, that was the first time I ever seen somebody get shot. And when I tell y'all, we were so close to them. Like, okay, we were parked like this. So we was in the parking lot. The dudes was arguing probably right here. So if they was like right here, we parked right here, that's only like it was probably like 2 or 3 parking spaces. Like, we was that close. It was scary. Like, I would never want to experience nothing like that again. I don't see how people could be in gangs and stuff, because I don't have it in me to kill nobody. Like, my heart just not there. Like, it's not that serious. I don't need to be in no type of gang, none of that. Because people got lives. People got families just like you do. You wouldn't want nothing to happen to your family, so why do it to somebody else? And especially over a girl. Like, I really feel like it was something else behind that. I mean, people will do stupid crap like that over somebody, somebody they love. But it's just like, why kill somebody and waste your life and go to jail for life for that, when you could have just let him know, like, oh, this is my shorty, we together or whatever, back off, and just leave it at that. And then talk to your girl, because she the one that was dancing on him, unless he was hitting on her. But your girl, out of respect for you, should be like, oh, I got a dude or whatever. Why hurt or kill somebody? And we still young. Like, we between 18 and like probably 23 or 24. You gonna waste the rest of your life over that with somebody that you probably not gonna be with the rest of your life. We're in college. Like, that's not, I don't understand. But yeah, y'all, it was crazy. But I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. And if I think of another idea, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Deuces.